Welcome back to Dicey Situations, everyone. I'm your DM, Ryan, joined by my Chaos crew.
Rich playing Theo.
Mark playing Glebnor.
Harout playing Tooluuga.
All right, boys. Let's do a little recap, shall we? And then we will get right into the heat of combat. Last time on Dicey Situations, we started our session in a flashback to a young Theo Justice on the night his sister Ellie left Titacle. Ellie promised to return home after she had investigated a potential breakthrough in their father's work. In the present, Theo and the gang searched her workshop and found more information about her work on creating a new weapon using old Dreadforge tech. While investigating, they accidentally activated a Bronze Scout, a Dreadforge centipede that nearly electrocuted the team. After dealing with the mechanical monstrosity, they got some much-needed rest, but were awoken to the hut being surrounded by a Wall of Thorn spell. From the bramble strode Ivy, a Duskthorn Dryad who came to apologize for her children of the Briar. Ivy informed them that a dry spirit had emerged from the ruins of a necromancer's tower after being struck by a meteor the night Glebnor arrived on Iona. She led them to the entrance of the Belching Bog when Glebnor immediately turned his bottom torso into giant gooey snowshoes, and Theo and Tooluuga rode off with him into the bog. Now the Chaos crew has discovered a scrapped Warforged soldier and the body of one of the missing scouts being consumed by a putrid haunt. And we're going to kick right into the initiative. Tooluuga, you're first.
Yes. How far away is it from
Okay, so set the scene a little bit for you
Yes,
boys.
please.
Theo is hunched over this mechanical soldier. And about 15 feet away from him, there is this zombie-like creature just looking up after having consumed half of this kobold's face. You guys, I would say, are about 15 feet behind Theo, and you're kind of in like a little swamp clearing. This does count as difficult terrain, this mud. You're in thick, caked-up mud, and it's pretty low light, but not enough that it's going to affect... you're not obscured currently. You can definitely see this creature. But yeah, you guys are kind of in this like waist deep, thick clay like substrate. But yeah, Tooluuga, I would say you're about 30 feet from this creature right now.
And it's difficult terrain, so I can only move
15. Yeah, you can move half your movement into
So
difficult
I'll
terrain.
move up to Theo
Cool.
and kind of crouch down. Theo! Which one do I shoot? The one standing or the one on the ground?
The one standing is probably the one we should shoot first.
Okay. And then I just whip out my crossbow.
Oh, I forgot you had a crossbow.
Me too. And I go to line up a shot. You're lucky you're far away, so I can't punch you.
Go ahead, take an attack for me.
Does a 20 hit?
20 does hit. Oh no.
For 8 pierce.
8 piercing. Yeah, you put an arrow into this thing's chest. It just starts moving towards you.
Eat that?
Any bonus action?
He's too far away. I'm good.
Glebnor, that is your turn.
It's 30 feet.
30 feet.
You have mobile.
I do have mobile.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna run up on it.
Okay. You zoom through the sludge toward this creature. You just fly at it.
And the sludge hammer. Does a 14 hit?
A 14 does hit. You see, it's kind of just a shambling skeleton kind of held together by mud and leeches as it looks
Not
up
for
at you.
long.
Ah!
That's a 9. 6 bludgeoning, 3 acid.
Tight. That doesn't really affect it in any way, particularly, it looks like. But good to know. So, 12 altogether?
No, 9.
9 altogether.
9 altogether.
Gotcha.
For my bone,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna 2-weapon fight and stab it with a dagger.
Go for it. I don't.
That's my son.
Does an 18? I know it
18
does.
Does hit, yes.
For 4.
Okay.
You practicing
just-
your stab?
Yep.
You can see with a little flick of his pseudopod, he stabs at this guy. And then I'm actually at the next point initiative. I'd have everyone make a perception check for me real
have-
quick. What do you got?
10 feet of movement left.
Uh-huh.
I'm just gonna fucking back off.
And
not
because
provoke an opportunity attack because I'm mobile.
you are, he's like, just kind of takes a swipe at you as you move back through the substrate mud. Everyone's perception check. How'd you guys do on those?
16.
17.
Okay.
12. Go get him, boy!
You two just hear very faintly, just in the distance.
Little motorcycle coming.
Yeah, there's the smallest motorcycle moving through
The
this
children of the
fucking
bride
jungle.
are back. They got dirt bikes.
My stepbrothers.
They're just on fucking four-wheelers, just doing laps. Okay, that's all you hear on that one. It is now my putrid haunt's turn. He looks up at you and kind of makes like a very pathetic looking face at you, Glebnor. His jaw unhinges and he vomits leeches onto you. I'm going to need you to make a little saving throw for me, sir. That is going to be... actually, this just happens. Roll 2d6 for me, if you would.
Oh, no.
That's how many leeches are inside you.
That is...
Oh, no. 9.
You are covered in 9 leeches.
Oh my god.
A putrid haunt can vomit forth the contents of its stomach onto a target within 5 feet. He also moved up to you with his eye.
I was going to say, I was 10 feet away.
He has a thing called Swamp Shamble, where he can move through marshy terrain with no movement penalties. He's going to schloop up to you. You see his legs are kind of just pushing him through the mud, but he's moving weirdly quickly, like unsettlingly so. And he grabs onto you and just pukes leeches into your goo body. You get 9 leeches on you. You take 1 necrotic damage per leech at the start of your next turn. You can then use an action to destroy 1d4 leeches, if you would like. But you're covered in leeches.
Like 9 seems like an excessive amount of leech.
Yeah, you rolled a lot higher on that than I was expecting. Not great.
All right.
That is going to be a Theo.
All right. I'm gonna run.
What am I going to do?
Not towards the zombie there. I'm gonna like go off to the side.
Cool.
Like 10 feet, and I'm not gonna have the shield for this, so my armor's gonna be 15. This thing.
Gotcha.
I'm breaking out the heavy crossbow, and
yeah.
I'm gonna shoot at the zombie that just
Yeah.
puked on
Yeah.
Glebnor.
Yeah, you guys look up and this thing just vomits all of these little slimy purple leeches into Glebnor. You can see they're now inside Glebnor, like eating pamphlets and just like getting all up in his shit.
Maybe they'll convert.
Yes, convert the leeches.
I got a dirty 20, and it's 7 piercing damage.
Nice. Awesome. You pick up that big heavy crossbow and fire it right into this thing. He's like, "Arr!" He turns around with an arrow stuck in his back, wiping his mouth of the leech juice he just gave out. That is going to be Tooluuga.
In a fit of panic, I run up to my son. Son! He puked on you. There's a lot of...
Gross.
I bet. We're going to take care of that right after I do this.
There's a scent I'm not in love with.
Yeah, I bet. I'm going to cast Word of Radiance
Okay.
as my action. And then I'm going to bonus action unarmed strike him.
Okay. Wait, is Word of Radiance from level 2 in Cleric?
It's 1.
Oh, it's level 1?
Cantrip, yeah.
Oh, it's a cantrip. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you
have a lot of
word.
light abilities that all have kind of the same word in them.
Yeah.
So I wasn't sure what that one was.
So you write up each creature of your choice that you can see within range must succeed a Constitution saving throw. Take 1d6 radiant.
Gotcha. That is going to be
DC's 13.
as a 12.
All right. He takes 2 radiant damage.
Okay.
Really rolled low on that.
You like run up and just start glowing with this crazy light. You can see the shambling zombie is just like, no, just tries to get away from you as bits of his like necrotic flesh is kind of burning away as this light comes off of you.
Right, and then the unarmed strike. It's a nat 20.
Oh shit!
You
The second
dare
someone
knock his
touches
block
Glebnor,
off, Daddy.
freaks
You
out.
touch my son, you freak! For 9.
Oh my god. Okay.
So 11 total.
Okay, yeah. You what's it look like when you punch him? He's not dead yet, but that's a pretty clean clock.
I go for the. Like sure you can. Since I'm assuming it's taller than me, I'm kind of sunk in the mud a little bit.
Yeah, definitely.
I gotta leap up, and sure you can right.
You see, you break his jaw off. It kind of flies off into the back of the swamp. This thing's like, just all confused and annoyed. Unbelievable. Glebnor, that's gonna be you. You get 9 leeches on you. You take 9 necrotic off the rip. If you'd like, you can use an action to remove 1d4 leeches, or you can try to maybe suffer through it. Up to you. Oh, a bit of a spooky scenario for our friend Glebnor.
If it helps, we do have 3 potions of healing.
Okay, because we're definitely going to need them if I just kill this thing right now.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. For an action, I can take a D4 of them off?
Yep.
I'm going to fart out these things.
Interestingly enough, the stat block I have actually says 1d3, but I don't know how the fuck you roll that, so we're going to call it a d4.
I've removed 1 leech.
Son! You gotta grab him from the head, not the back.
You can see Glebnor, you're trying to just push them out.
Yeah.
But they're just drilling deeper and deeper. But you're able to, with the pseudopod, just kind of pop 1 out.
And then I'm going to 2 weapon fighting.
You didn't take an act. You didn't attack.
do that?
No,
That's
I'm
fine.
sorry.
Only when you attack, you can
Sorry.
I'm going to then move like 40 feet away. That's my movement.
You see Glebnor?
I don't want to get more leeches puked onto me.
Glebnor's just like, yeah! He's like going through the swamp trying to get away.
That's my movement.
He's just jiggling and shaking, trying to shake these leeches loose as they kind of go a little deeper.
And yeah, and then I'm gonna, for my bonus action, I'm just gonna, for funsies, turn big flat, but then like, you know, like when you whip out a sheet, trying to get some of these leeches out unsuccessfully.
That's very funny. Give me an athletics check.
11?
Okay. You know what? I'm feeling generous. I'm gonna give you another 1d4 leech. How about that? How about that? Because I'm a nice guy. I want you to remember this later when I'm being a prick about shit, okay?
Towel whip those leeches off. 4! Let's fucking go!
You remove 5 leeches total this round.
Yeah.
You only got 4 leeches left.
All right.
You can see that as you do your towel whip, just a bunch of these leeches just spin out of you and fly off into the bog. Disgusting. I love it. Okay, so I'm so sorry, Glebnor. I just want to... Unfortunately, you're the only one that has lost hit points so far. So, you hear... You look behind you, and there is a, like, giant mosquito behind you, floating at you. And
Do I even have blood?
Oh, that's interesting.
I'm jelly.
Does Glebnor have blood? I'm not gonna lie, a lot of these abilities are very blood-based. I'm gonna be totally honest with you. I would say you have goo. You have goo. Life-giving goo.
Yes. I think I am life-giving goo.
Oh my god.
Okay.
I just
Interesting.
assume I don't even use the bathroom.
You are a living creature. So this thing does have a trait called blood sense. Ignore the name of it. I wish I hadn't said it.
He has goo sense.
Goose. He senses your goo.
It can pinpoint by scent the location of living creatures within 30 feet. You're a living creature, so we'll
I am
say
a living
that's how it
creature.
found you.
Fair.
Yeah, never mind. This will actually, this is okay. I'm gonna read what happens if I hit you, and then we'll figure. We can, as a table, we can do a well, constructively, we can put together what the fuck the mechanics of this are gonna be for
Okay.
you in particular. All right. This thing is called an anopheloi, but I'm gonna call it a mosquito.
Okay.
So this mosquito flies at you. You look like a big juice box right now to this thing. And does a 13 hit?
No.
Okay, that was its claw attack. It's now gonna go for the bite.
That's claws.
Yeah, it has like little gross hands. They're kind of just like, they almost look like T-Rex arms. They're very small, and he misses with the claw, and then goes to sting into you, and you kind of move out of the way at the last second. He rolled like terrible on the claw attack.
Yeah, good.
But yeah, you have a big, like, I want to say, it's like a penguin-sized mosquito.
Oh my god!
Just floating above you like a little free, trying to stab its big pincer mouth into your big gooey body and shuck you up like a Capri Sun.
Oh.
So, can I, after that thing's turn, it is now the Haunt's turn. You have run off, so it is going to dart at you, Tooluuga, and just go for a slam attack.
Was he out of leeches?
He is out of leeches.
Damn, I wouldn't have run away if I had known that.
Actually, I have to see if he gets his leeches back.
Damn it. Shouldn't have said. Would he stop by the leech market?
He does not get his leeches back. He only rolled a 4 on his recharge. This thing's going to make a claw attack at you. Does a 19 hit?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm going to slam you. You take 12 bludgeoning damage. As this thing pushes through the swamp water. Again, this unsettling speed. Gets up behind Tooluuga and slams his fist down into him. He looks almost panicked by his own strength as he smashes you into the swamp water.
Son!
Daddy! That is going to be Theo's turn.
Seeing that happen, gonna take a shot at the putrid haunt.
Please do.
I got you, Tooluuga.
Please!
No, I don't. That's a 10.
A 10 misses this and goes, and just dodges really quickly out of the... Actually, I'll say you shoot through an already big hole in its stomach. It just goes right through the other side of it. He looks down.
If there was something there, I would have hit it.
Yeah, you would have had him. But you didn't have him.
No.
You would have had him if you had him.
Tooluuga, it is your turn.
Why are you so strong? You're dead! I hit it with my shorts. For a 23 hit.
23 to hit? Yeah, that'll hit. Surprisingly, that hits my shambling man.
For 9.
9 damage is exactly how much you needed to kill this shambling haunt. Can you go ahead and give me, describe to me how this happens?
So I'm just panicked, like, why was he so strong? I just kind of grip it with both hands as I try to, like, just chop its head off like a tree.
Yeah, you see, he's like, ah! You swing your blade through his neck, and you see the head plop, land in the mud, and start sinking. It's like it fills in where his mouth should be. Yeah, my putrid haunt is very dead.
Good.
Yeah, he hit a little harder than I was expecting. That's totally fine. Anything with your bonus action or movement?
Well, Glebnor is 40 feet away from you.
You have gone 40 feet away. You guys can look down through, like, kind of like peer through the swamp. You can see about 40 feet away, Glebnor is just fighting off a giant mosquito.
Son, it wasn't dirt bikes.
It wasn't dirt bikes.
I'm coming. I'll, I guess, 15 feet as far as I can go. Because it's still difficult.
Still difficult terrain, yeah. You guys are in, like,
and then,
waist deep clay, essentially.
I'm going to take one of these potions.
Good call.
It's 4. So I get 8 back.
Yeah. You see Tooluuga just swigs back a health potion. And we're going to go to Glebnor. Glebnor, you get his big mosquito up on top of you.
I'm going to take my 4 necrotic damage.
Yep. Sorry.
It is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
And with my dying breath... Not quite.
Yeah.
I'm going to go ahead and try and smash this fucking stupid bug in its dumb bug face.
Go for it.
Does a 20 hit? This dumb fucking bug?
20 does hit.
I'm going to take the form of a giant fly swatter with my slime-soaked hammer center.
Yep.
And rain down upon it for 7 damage, 4 bludgeoning, 3 acid.
Beautiful. Thank you so much.
And then I'm going to use my movement to get the fuck out of dodge. And I'm going to go right up next to Daddy.
Perfect. Unbelievable.
Son, grab one of these.
The mosquito...
For my...
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, wait. I didn't move yet.
Oh, you didn't move yet. Okay.
I'm going to stab this motherfucker.
Okay, yeah, sure. Give me a little stabberoo.
I'm not gonna stab this motherfucker.
Like kind of just glides back.
Why is that
I'm
bug
assuming
so
a 6
expressive?
misses.
A 6 does unfortunately miss.
Now I'm gonna shoot back to Daddy.
Yeah.
Daddy,
Son,
are you okay? I saw you got bonked.
Yeah, good. I chugged one of these real quick. You should probably take one.
I'll save this for next time.
Cool. Well, I'll let you guys use a free action to hand that off. It's no problem.
Thank you.
Okay, so that is going to be the mosquito's turn. Can you all actually give me a performance check?
What are we performing?
We'll find out.
I would love to if this thing would
It's
roll.
a 7.
There it goes. 18.
Okay.
That one.
That's a nat 1. You can see this big mosquito is kind of just hovering. It does have, unfortunately, 40 feet of flying speed. You see it's like, and it gets the smell of fish on the wind, and it is going to dive at Tooluuga. It's going to make a bite and a claw attack. Tooluuga, are you at max hit points by any chance?
No.
Okay, so this thing is going to get its blood frenzy and have advantage on you.
Oh boy.
Let's see here. Oh, that's a nat 20.
Oh boy. I think I'm down.
Oh no. That is going to be 8 slashing damage.
Is there anything else tagged on?
That's 8 slashing damage. It's now going to try to bite you.
Okay.
And it's going to miss even with advantage for only 15 to hit.
All right.
Or 14 to hit. You can see this thing runs up. It's like it has its little T-Rex arms. It grabs Tooluuga's fin and it's going to try to like stab into his neck to start sucking his blood. Okay, looking a little sketch. Let us go to Theo.
Seeing that happen, gonna shoot another crossbow bolt at this fucking thing.
Theo, you're just like up to your like waist in mud, just firing arrows wildly at all this stuff popping up.
18 to hit.
18 will hit.
Kill him.
That's 10 piercing damage.
Unbelievable. He's like, meow. You kind of like go through one of its wings. It's still flopping around. This thing is still up.
Flying in circles now.
Yeah. It goes in a little circle.
I'm going to use
Oh, yeah, go for it.
The 15 feet of movement to get like 5 feet closer, but then go 10 feet like up.
Yeah.
Up and away a little bit.
Gotcha.
So,
You're just trudging through the mud, getting away from this thing to try to get a better angle so you can shoot it. You can see this thing's like flopping around. You can see that it must have already consumed something because it's got its whole body is kind of bulging and kind of pulsing. And I think you can all see that this thing has definitely sucked the blood out of something kind of recently. So that is going to bring us back to Tooluuga.
I'm gonna short sword. What did you do to me? Does a 15 hit?
A 15 does hit.
Four slash.
4 slashing. Okay.
Oh, sorry, piercing. It's a
Piercing.
short sword.
No
And
problem.
then I'm gonna punch it.
Please do. You stab
That's a
it.
nat one. I didn't punch it.
You stab it and you go to punch it and you're like, I don't want to punch this thing in case it pops in my face. You're like, as you're about to hit, it's like just fucking abdomen, or what is that? Thorax. Full of fucking blood. You're like, no. And you pull your hand back at the last minute. That's going to be Glebnor.
I'm gonna take my 4 necrotic damage.
Okay. See, these leeches are still burrowing.
And I'm gonna
Everyone is just showing each other their hit points and frowning right now.
So I'm gonna try and towel whip out some more of these fucking leeches.
Please do.
Or else I'm for sure gonna die. 2 leeches come shooting out of me.
Tight.
And I'm gonna take my potion for a bone.
Awesome.
2d4 plus 4.
Yeah, you see, it's interesting watching Glebnor drink because you can see the potion moving through his entire translucent
So
body.
I just, for 10 healing.
Awesome. You get 10 hit points back.
I guess I'm just gonna stick with Faja
Okay.
and not move at all.
We stand our ground.
We stand our ground.
The mosquito is kind of looking at the two of you, and at a certain point, it's like, you guys kind of look like shit. You're kind of all beat up, and like you don't have that like fresh smell on you as much.
I mean, I did get puked on.
It's kind of like, oh, there might be juicier snacks around. I'm gonna ask Theo, have you taken any damage? Are you at max hit points right now?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. it's interesting because if you were at less, it would get advantage. So it's like, but you look the most appetizing right now. So I'm gonna say he is gonna go for you.
He's got that good human blood.
Yeah.
It has to go
exactly.
past me, right?
Yeah, it's actually gonna have to fly away as it goes for.
Can we
yeah,
bolt opportunity attack?
You can both
this?
take opportunity attacks if you want to use your reaction. I don't think it's against flyby or anything.
It's
No?
21.
Okay, that'll hit.
15.
Okay, they both hit.
So that's 9 damage, and then I have the sentinel feat.
Oh, you took the sentinel feat. I can't move now.
Where do you think you're going? I said stand your
I do
ground.
8.
You see that you jump up and stab through this thing with the short sword, and it can't move. And then Glebnor, you bring your hammer down and brain this creature as it plops into the mud, sinking below. It is dead.
Thank God.
You were so tasty
thank
looking.
Bleebly.
Thank Bleebly. Can I shake out the rest of these leeches?
Yeah, you guys can also, if you'd like to all do an action, you can try to pull them out of them. Everybody.
Yeah, I was gonna
Yeah.
go over and help you get those
Yeah,
off.
let's get those out of you, son.
The remaining 2 shoot out.
Much like a teen boy in a locker room, you whip your big flat body and expunge the last of these leeches.
Relief.
Yeah, you guys are now chilling here in the bog. You can see that already the mud is sucking up this shambly dead corpse, headless now that it has been punched clean off, or sliced clean off. How did we?
I think the sword.
Yeah, it was a good sword action. He cut that bad boy's head off. And you also see again the mosquito just being pulled in by this strange, like necrotic energy in the ground.
When I bonked on him, did he burst?
Oh, yeah, he definitely did.
Like a water balloon of viscera?
Oh! Yeah, that's exactly what happens. It's just a rupture of just blood.
And it was just straight up blood.
Straight blood.
And goo.
And goo.
Oh, wait, he didn't get to
He
suck
didn't get
on
to
me.
suck on you, so it's
No,
just
it's
blood.
just fish blood too.
Fish blood.
I'll actually, if you want, you guys can make a medicine check to check out this blood.
Yeah, I'm just glad I'm not over there. I don't want to get any of that on me.
Gross.
5.
Nat 20, the medicine check.
Okay.
I know blood.
Tooluuga, you kind of like wipe some of the blood off of the side of Glebnor, kind of give it a little taste. That is kobold blood.
Well, I think I found what killed your kobold. Was there a hint of anything else in there?
Bit of lavender and jasmine.
Disgusting. Why'd I do that?
Yeah, but you guys are kind of just here in the swamp. The combat has finally ended. You're all a little beat up at this point, and you look around, and there's the only thing that's like kind of hasn't been sucked down because of the size is that just the corpse of that Dreadfort soldier.
The kobold that the zombie was eating, is that in the mud at this point?
Yeah, it's like you can see just its tail just.
I'm strong as fuck.
Yeah,
I'm gonna wrap one of my pseudopods around and give it a tugga.
give it a yank.
Ooh, nat 1! I rip the tail right off.
Exactly. You go to be like, oh, let's check the body, and you just pull a kobold's tail with like you can see a little bit of spinal column kind of dangling out the
Ooh,
bottom.
Juicy.
Yeah.
Hopefully he was already dead.
I'm pretty sure he was.
I didn't hear any
He
screaming.
he wasn't yelling when he was getting bitten.
Yeah, I'll let you say too with your nat 20 blood check. There was all kind of blood and viscera on the ground from when it was just being eaten. But with your expert knowledge of blood,
I know blood.
that kobold had been dead a couple days.
Okay, that from the taste of that blood, that was 2 days aged blood.
Oh.
Explains why his tail whipped off so easy.
Yeah.
And that does kind of line up with what you guys know of the timeline of these scouts leaving from Tidagol.
Ooh, they got killed immediately.
Well, one of them did.
Do you think the others survived, Father?
No idea. Let's find them.
Should probably
Bleebly?
try and track them down. Is there... it's all mud, right? So it doesn't leave any...
Yeah, you're having trouble seeing any kind of trails, but you guys can all make a survival check if you want to look for any kind of footprints or anything like that.
9?
18.
19.
You two kind of push Glebnor out of the way, scout out the area. You don't see any footprints, but what you do notice is as the kind of like clay, thick mud ground beneath your feet, it almost feels like it's kind of like expanding and contracting. It's like the ground is breathing as you're walking on it. I'll say with your pretty high survival checks, it's not that there's a creature below you. It's that there's something that seems to be pulling moisture out of the ground and then releasing it almost like in a breathing pattern. But who got a 19? Tooluuga. You look on the ground. You can see that as you guys kind of keep walking forward, again, your movement is impaired in this place. Besides Glebnor, who's just kind of gliding through the bog water and swampy mud. The two of you are kind of trudging through pretty like hip deep, thick caked clay. But you notice that there is trails of this strange black liquid kind of like pooling and leading like northeast from your direction.
It's going to be one hell of a cleaning bill, Tooluuga.
It's gonna be crazy. We gotta go find this guy.
Yeah. Let's head towards, actually, I don't know.
Yeah, you guys kind of sit and ponder your next steps here. What do you guys like to do? How's Glebnor? You kind of push ahead of these two now and kind of see that they're looking at this like inky black trail, sort of leading deeper into the bog.
Inky black. Form of windsurfing surfboard.
Okay. Okay, hold on. Let's break this down, shall we, folks? How are you turning into a windsurfing board as a plasmoid?
I'm gigantic.
Okay.
There's definitely enough of me
Okay.
to create a surfboard-esque base.
Okay. Does anyone hear of the gust cantrip? Because you're in like a pretty stale, tepid bog.
No, I don't have.
I don't turn into a windsurfing surfboard.
My spells are for murder and water.
Form of Glebnor.
Yeah, I'll say you can keep your big snowshoe body.
Oh, jump on, guys.
Yeah, and you kind of formed your back into a little like platform for the two of you guys to climb up and stand on.
My grab bar.
You've made your grab bar.
We're going to be cooking. I don't want them to fall off.
All right. Would you guys like to move at normal speed or at half speed, and you can make stealth checks?
You guys want to get on?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going right on.
Yeah. Just give me 1 second.
I will also say, if you guys would like, you can take a short rest now. I know you guys got a little battered there. How's
I
everyone's
need
health
a
looking?
quick breather.
Yeah.
While you guys are taking a short rest about an hour. So I'm going to have, you guys can just make a perception check at some point while you guys are kind of waiting here, patching yourselves up.
It's a nat 20.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Wait, what are we doing? A Persepi?
Yeah.
5?
Dirty 20.
Okay. Theo and Tooluuga, you guys take a short rest. You guys can go ahead and roll hit dice back if you want to get those. Any features that come back on a short rest, you can go ahead and get that back as well. And near the end of the hour, you can see that the trail of this like black like ichor in the like pools of like water kind of coming up at your feet in the mud. You can see that it's getting heavier the longer you wait here. And with a nat 20, Theo, you can just hear on the wind because it's so like still and like, I don't know, the air is heavy and you can just hear like muffled sounds everywhere, but there is a clear, strange like bellow coming from the, deeper in the bog.
I think Theo would be like, Tooluuga, Glebnor, are you guys hearing that weird sound?
Yeah.
No.
I heard it. I don't know what it is.
It's definitely coming from that direction, right down with the where all the ichor is from. So we should probably be careful. Might come at it at an angle.
I will ask again, would you like to move full speed or half speed with stealth?
Oh, if we're really thinking about this, I got a +3 to stealth.
I have a +7 to stealth.
I have a +5.
All right.
Sneaky boys?
And I do have 11 out of 17 HP, so.
Okay.
I remove my form of snowshoe goo.
Okay.
It becomes Sneaky Cape.
What is Sneaky Cape?
I'm like Big Flat, but flowier, and I drape myself on the top of Father and Theo for sneakiness.
I don't know what we have for music production, but insert your da-dun, 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 da-dun. You guys.
The Pink Panther song is copyright, and we will not be
using that. And if that sounded at all like it, that's a coincidence. Don't even think about it. It's parody. How funny would that be? Okay, so can I get a stealth check from the group, if you would, please?
14.
16.
22.
Okay, nice. Pretty high average.
Sneaky boys.
You guys sneak up, and you can see as the trees kind of part, these kind of like big grove trees. You can see here, there are sections that have like where the land gets even more recessed. You're kind of like walking downhill at this point. As you kind of sneak up at the tree line, you can see there's a clearing ahead. And what appears to be stone ruins, about, we'll say like 30 feet ahead of you. It's very, it's again, I say stone ruins. Stone ruins is a really generous reading what you're looking at. This was clearly like maybe half of a farmhouse several centuries ago. It's just kind of bricks at like, knee height around in a circle. You can tell at one point there was a building here, but it's not very much left. There is one section of wall still intact, but again, just based on a just cursory glance at this thing, you can tell this is a hundreds of year old stone structure of some kind. But what you do notice is that black ichor is all over the ground here. Everyone give me a perception check as you guys roll up on the spot.
9.
6.
Also a 6.
Okay. You guys are like, man, cool stones. You're really like zoned in looking at that for like a while. Like probably too long. As you're, what are you guys talking about as you just check out a like clearly half of a farmhouse?
Cobbler. You know any of these guys?
Cobbler, do you eat stone?
Cobbler just stares at you with an unblinking eye and an unrelenting, strange energy.
Cobbler, blink once if you eat stone. Blink twice if you don't.
It blinks 3 times.
Dad, can we give it a tackle?
In a second. Can I try and find like the nicest stone in that?
Yeah, sure. So Tooluuga, you kind of like walk out from the tree line over to the stone. And as you guys are watching him walk over there, you just realize that if you look to your right, there is a insane sight happening to your peripheral you were not paying attention to. And Tooluuga, at this point, as you walk out of the tree line, you definitely notice it now because you hear a bunch of creatures like looking up and noticing you about 30 feet away in this clearing. You can see this hulking tree creature. Imagine the biggest tree in the biggest swamp just come to life, essentially. It has this big, just kind of stoic face with a big kind of smiley open mouth, sort of a pug nose that's kind of built into its bark face. There's moss and bramble all over his back, and he is like leaking this black ichor out of his body. Everyone give me investigation checks at this point. Investigation or perception, now that you've noticed what's happening over here.
It's a perception.
Yeah, let's percept this.
Nat 1.
7.
10.
Okay, well, the nat 1, you're just like, big tree guy! He looks awesome. Like, it's this, I mean, again, he's probably 30 feet tall. Like, essentially an ant, yeah, this, but think wider at the base. But, yeah, he's kind of climbing on the ground, clearly injured, leaking all this black ichor. I will say, Theo, with your 10, you just notice it. There is a, like, deep wound on his back, and, like, a broken off piece of a dread steel axe just in his back where this gaping wound is. And on this creature's back, you can just make out there are smaller, white, spindly creatures on this wound lapping up this black ichor from his back. Let you guys decide if you'd like to get closer, or if you'd like to go get a brick for your cobble companion.
I mean,
Let me put a pin on the brick. He looks so cool. He's majestic. We can't let him die. Maybe? I don't know what he does.
How big is this axe sticking out of his back? Because he's like 30 feet tall, you said?
He's big. It's a big piece of axe. Definitely came off a large. The creature that was wielding this thing must have been big to wield it. But you can see he's just like lying on the ground now. Kind of there's pieces of bark all over the ground. He looks real fucked up.
I guess I'll try to approach.
I'll follow Daddy.
You see he kind of just waves at you like desperately. And you can see that as you're getting a little bit closer, you can see that there are these like little skinny white creatures. They have like this really slick, translucent skin. They almost look like children of the briar if you ripped all the thorns off and it was just like a little like fleshy thing underneath. It looks disgusting.
How many are there?
You can see right now there's 3 of them on this creature's back. And they have little bits of mushroom kind of growing on their backs, and their eyes are like full of this black liquid now that they're clearly like lapping up off of his injury.
I look at the tree. Good or bad?
He's trying to brush them off, but the bows of his big root arm can't reach his back.
I give him a thumbs up. Got it. And then
it sounded too much like the zombie. I take that one back.
And then I'll word of radiance to the 3.
You're gonna get up on him?
I think it says you utter. I don't know what the range is. It doesn't say. It just says it's instantaneous.
It's around you in a little circle, I think.
Is it?
Yeah. All right, so I'll say if you're gonna try to get up to this thing,
Then I guess I can't do that because I'd have to get close.
you have to get on
first.
top of them. Yeah. At this point, you guys have all come out of the tree line. These things all look up with their eyes full of this weird black blood, staring at you. And as Tooluuga approaches, they are going to like leap into like a combat stance. Let's go ahead and roll some initiative.
12.
Oh my god, 21.
Okay.
I rolled a nat 1 for a 4.
Hell yeah. Bringing up the rear, Theo.
Okay.
Bad and clean up.
Sorry.
Hey,
Bringing up
sometimes
the
it's
rear.
good to go
Believe
last.
me.
You got a 12.
Yes, sir.
We can
Glebnor?
recruit the tree.
Oh, that's gotta be worth so many followers.
Well, we got to get that axe out first.
Yeah, but he'll be so grateful. This is like, what's the lion and the thorn?
Don't give him any pamphlets though, because he's a tree.
Ooh.
Can I get a stealth check to hide those pamphlets?
That's 20. I quick shuffled into the map case.
Perfect. You can see this creature's looking up at you desperately, and Tooluuga, you will be the first to act.
For the first time, against my own will, I will cure wounds this tree.
You're gonna. Okay. Dope. Go ahead, roll a Cure Wounds on it. You run up to the tree, put your hand on his back, and go to cast Cure Wounds.
For 10 health.
Awesome. You see this guy, this big lumbering thing goes, "Thank you, Fishman. I'm
welcome.
back your neck. Was my swamp, and these things are awful." He's trying to pull them off of his back.
I figured.
I'll help. He's gonna jump in the initiative with you and join you in combat.
Awesome. Can I tell you about my god, Glebnor?
Maybe later.
Got it.
I'm getting this thing off me.
I should have asked,
shaking
how
around.
far away was he from me
It
at
would
that
have been your movement to run up to him.
full movement?
Yeah.
Are any of the creatures from where I am within my
because I'll say
range?
one of them had kind of clambered down a little bit. There's one like dangling off like his like thigh kind of butt crack area. You can kind of reach up and probably grab if you just kind of healed him.
Would you allow me to unarm or do the bonus action? on
Yeah, go for it. We're doing a thing that apparently they're adding to Monk in the new D&D. You can just take an unarmed bonus action, unarmed strike.
this? That's a 10.
A 10 does not hit. This thing's like,
They're
They kind of-
squirrely.
yeah. Its eyes are full of black ichor, and it's just looking at you insane.
Doesn't look healthy either.
Awesome. That is going to be their turn. One of them is going to... The one right in front of you, Tooluuga, is going to attack you with a claw
Naturally.
and a bite. Both of those miss.
Oh, thank God.
Actually, wait, does a 15 hit you?
No, I'm 16 AC.
Okay, perfect. All right. They go to make the claw. You just dodge out of the way of it. And as they go to do the bite, they get a nat 1. They chip their tooth as they try to bite you. One up on top of this thing's back is going to leap off, seeing... Where far away you guys looking? You're probably about your
I
movement
was
away.
next to Daddy, and then he went.
He went 30 feet?
30
Okay,
feet.
Cool. I'll say this area, because it's more like dried up and caked, this is not difficult terrain. You guys have full movement on this terrain. I'll say you guys are about 30 feet away from this scene right now. Are you guys next to each other? Would you guys have spaced out a little bit?
Probably spaced out. Like after he went out to go to Tooluuga, I would have probably followed, but like a little bit behind.
Yeah,
Perfect.
You know me. I'm all up on daddy.
Okay. So...
Rat to get a dice.
Almost in that last one.
one of them is going to run up 10 feet into the mud and is going to use bog spew on Theo. Theo, can I get a DC 11 Constitution saving throw?
19.
You see, this thing is like shoots this like black goo, and it's trying to hit you in the eyes, and you just pull your arm up and block it in time. And then Glebnor, you look up, and there's another one up there that looks at you and goes, He's gonna do the same thing to you. DC 11 con save.
That's a 5.
Oh,
my
no.
eyes! My beautiful blue eyes!
His beautiful blue eyes.
Go ahead and roll a D4 for me. I don't know why these things keep happening to Glebnor.
3.
You were blinded for 3 rounds.
You lose 3 eyes.
Blinded is kind of an interesting condition. It's just going to give you disadvantage on attack rolls, but you can kind of hear the chaos. So it's not like you don't know where things are to swing at them.
I become Daredevil.
Yeah. I'm maybe not. Yeah. Take back the yeah. I'm not sure about that one. We'll think about it. Okay.
I'm the goo without fear.
That is going to be your turn, Glebnor. You have black goo on your big blue eyes.
Daddy, call out to me.
Son, I'm over here, son.
I run up on Daddy.
Go ahead, go for it. And you can see there is the one dangly one that you saw was kind of just right above him.
I'm gonna swangle at it.
Go for it.
Does a 12 hit?
A 12 just misses. They have a pretty low AC, but unfortunately,
You know, a
12 is not
21
gonna do
probably
it.
would have hit.
Probably would have, but you're blind.
I'm gonna go ahead and try and stab a do.
Go for it. Oh no!
The nat 20 would have been nice. But a 22, and I'm gonna stab this motherfucker.
Yeah, go for it. Okay. You'll also have sneak attack because you're next to Tooluuga.
No, he won't because of disadvantage.
Because of disadvantage, you will not. I'm so sorry.
So it's gonna be a 6.
Okay,
With
6
my little
damage.
daggy.
This thing's like, as you stab into it, like you see black blood pouring on your blade as you kind of dig it, pull it out. Gross. Gross. All right. That was Glebnor.
Fucking blind. For a nat 20.
Now is the tree. Okay. Hold on one sec.
Yeah, that nat 20 would have been nice.
It would have been, yeah. With the sneak attack, crit. Yeah. Would have been.
You see the tree looks at you, Glebnor, and goes, "I'm so sorry. I'll help you." And he pukes oil all over you. This is
Not
healing
again.
oil. This is going to act as a lesser restoration spell. You are no longer blinded. You wipe the goo away. I am going to unfortunately have to have you make a DC 13 Constitution saving throw for me.
What am I, slick now? 10.
Fall on your
You are slowed for 1 minute. Oh shit, I'm sorry! The healing oil sometimes has weird side effects.
Does my mobile affect this?
No, you're just slow, my boy. I believe slowed is half your movement, -2 to your AC, and I want to say it's like
A minute! That's this whole thing!
He's like, oh, I really fucked up. I'm so sorry. You're being so helpful. I'll try again next time.
No!
That is going to be Theo.
How close is the creepy thing near me?
There's a lot of creepy things near you right now, my guy.
Well, the ones that are trying to blind me with their puke.
There's 2 on this thing's back that,
Yep.
that just sprayed those little attacks at you guys. They're about 20 feet away.
Okay.
And then, because you kind of moved a little bit closer. And there's one, we'll say, that's about 15 feet away that's on the ground kind of fighting with Glebnor and Tooluuga.
All right. I'm going to see that it looks like, they got that one. I'm going to start shooting at the other 2.
Cool.
I'm going to miss completely with a nat 1.
Okay. You're trying to shoot these things off of this thing's back, and right as you are about to get a perfect shot at one, this thing turned to puke all over Glebnor. You realize if you had shot, you would have fired it in its eye. You pull your crossbow up at the last minute as it flies into the air. Anything with bonus action or movement, Theo?
I'm gonna run towards like the closest tree to get like a little bit of cover, and then switch to hand. Well, can I use my bonus action to switch?
Yeah, sure,
To the
fuck it.
hand crossbow.
Cool. All right. That is going to bring us back around to Tooluuga.
I look this thing in the face. What the hell are you?
The little creature? Or my big tree boy?
The little creature. I'm assuming it's not going to answer me, so I'm just going to swing at it as I ask. What the hell are you? Die!
Starts speaking in Umbral. Just backwards talk. It
I'm
sounds all wrong.
confused by this backwards talk, and I rolled a 9.
Okay. Go to swing and miss.
I go to punch it
Yeah, go to punch it.
for 24.
24 hits.
For 5 bludgeoning.
Amazing. All right. This thing kind of shakes off the punch. Okay, that is going to be my little guys here. The two on the back are going to leap off of this creature's back and go to attack Glebnor, because he's just a big jelly boy who
So slow.
they just like leap out and try to attack. They are going to make I guess they're going to make just like 2 claw attacks each at you.
Great. Not my lowered AC.
Okay. They're rolling so bad.
Thank God.
Okay, so hold on. Let's just roll them. They have advantage. Oh no, they don't have advantage. Never mind. So I'm so sorry. I was going through the little features. I thought they would have had it. They didn't have it because they didn't do a thing first. Don't worry about it. They're still coming at you. What is your current AC right now? Because you have your little slow condition.
13.
Okay, so 2 are gonna hit.
No.
You're gonna take 12 slashing damage. How's Glebnor looking?
Pretty not great.
Okay. Great. The one on the ground is gonna spin and try to bite Tooluuga. That's a full miss. It's like trying to chomp at you where you went to punch it. It's like trying to just gnaw its little fang teeth into you. That is going to be Glebnor's turn.
I'm going to go into a rage.
Yeah, there we go.
I turn all red, but I do it so slowly.
Uh-huh.
I don't want to be like, hey, how does slow affect action economy?
You only have 1 action, 1 bonus action, or your movement. But going into a rage is the best thing to do here. Can somebody real quick? I'll do it myself. Actually, let's look up the slow spell here.
Wait a minute. So
Not
I can
the
do an
nice-
action or a bonus action, but not both?
That sounds actually right.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Really quick.
Or move. You can't do
Oh yeah, you only can do one. Of any of
Your
them.
speed is halved. You'd have a -2 penalty to your AC and Dex saving throws. You can't use reactions on your turn. You can either use an action and bonus action, not both.
but you can't move.
So I'm going to use half my speed
Yeah.
to move 20 feet away.
Okay. And you're not going to go into rage. You're just going to zip out for a little bit.
Oh, I'm raging.
So okay, you can move it. Okay,
I can
so
move
you're-
half my speed, right?
Yeah, perfect.
I'm a big red blob now.
I think 2 are going to get opportunity attacks on you though, because you didn't. I think you have to attack with the
for
mobile
to
feet.
proc, you have to
I'm staying
attack.
put.
Okay, you're just going to get real mad about this whole situation.
I'm bubbling.
You've been covered in leeches. You've been blinded. You've been slowed. It's been a very rough couple of hours.
Yeah.
Okay,
Really going through it.
but this will be great because you will take half damage on slashing attack.
Thank
Perfect.
fucking God.
Okay, that's the tree again. He feels awful. The tree is going to make 2 claw attacks at the 2 on the ground that are near you. He's like, "Oh, get them!" He goes to smash the 2 of them. Let's see here.
Nat ones crushes me to death.
No, I wouldn't do that. Yeah, both of those are going to hit. He is going to... Okay, that's great. Great. One of them, he completely smashes. You see black blood on the thing of his...
The pull away?
Yeah, exactly.
Like gum?
Yep, exactly. And as he kind of shakes his hand off, he smashes the other one that looks all fucked up now, but is still standing, kind of woozy, wobbling around. That is his turn. That is going to be... Oh, actually, can I actually get everybody here to make a perception check for me?
And then the giant mech comes and kills us all.
You know, it's so funny you say that.
It's a 6.
Also a 6.
17.
Theo, you turn around behind you, and where that stone wall is, you see a hulking mechanical dreadforge. Ancient, covered in mud and stone, smash through the wall and start climbing towards you. It is covered in this acid that has melted away part of its shoulder armor. It looks heavily damaged, and it is covered in this like waves of green necrotic energy. And you can see that on its right hand, it is holding a broken piece of an axe, just the handle. And you see the big guy looks up and goes, "That thing's bad!" Just pointing at it as it's smashing and moving towards you.
As it smashes through the wall,
Yes.
are any beautifully formed, undamaged bricks thrown our way?
What do you want with these bricks?
I'm just
What are
asking.
you trying to do with these bricks?
We gotta find out if Cobbler eats bricks.
Okay. Roll for bricks. Let's get a D6. Let's make bricks
D6?
kind of scatter towards you guys.
All right, I'm rolling one.
Oh, I got a 5.
I got a 3.
Unbelievable. Okay. This thing is behind you, Theo. You guys see the bricks scatter on the ground, and they just kind of run over and start grabbing bricks and throwing them. I'm assuming the ones that fall near your feet, you guys pick up.
Only quality
Yeah.
bricks.
But Theo, as this thing is climbing towards you, you see that as it's moving. I guess give me like an investigation check, or Arcana if you'd like. Whatever's higher for you.
They're both the same. So a 3.
Okay. You don't know what the fuck is going on, but this thing is not moving normally for like a machine. You can tell it's pushing past what it should be doing. It's like it's damaging itself getting closer to this fight. It's like something's driving it almost. And it is going to use violent escapement. I need you to make a DC 14 dex saving throw.
If all of us or just...
Just Rich, actually.
If a
'cause
big
he's a little farther
sponge
away.
comes out of the back of this thing,
This is a nat 1.
You're dead.
Pretty much.
We need a new Justice family member.
You take 8 piercing damage.
That hurts.
As once again, cogs, springs, and gears smash into you. And this thing is lowers its speed by 5 feet to do so. It is now at 25 feet of movement. But you are getting the energy from this thing to stay the fuck away from it. And I'll just get, without even a roll, your fighter instinct is kite this thing. And you turn around as this thing is like sputtering and blowing apart as it's still climbing toward the fight. That is going to be your turn, Theo.
So I'm going to just dart away from this thing. I'm going to switch back to the heavy crossbow and I'm going to shoot it.
Awesome. You like had the hand crossbow and you're like, nope. Put that thing back. Pull the big one out.
19 to hit.
19 hits.
7 piercing damage.
Awesome. You fire an arrow into it and you see it doesn't even like acknowledge it. It's just this hulking machine titan. You see that it like is still has like almost like the dimensions of a dwarf, but really big. This thing is about 8 foot tall of just pure black steel, and it is coming at you pretty quickly.
That's
we're the
horrifying.
same height.
Yeah, it's
Me and the quote giant.
Well, giant for a dwarf.
Touche.
Yeah, exactly. If it were based on a human model, it would probably be, 25 feet tall.
Okay.
But, here we
That's
are.
fair.
Yeah.
Guys? Theo's just running towards you guys like, guys, we should probably get out of here as soon as possible.
What if I turn them to soup?
That'd probably help a lot.
What are we turning to soup?
I go to my son. I grab him by where his 2 eyeballs are. And I turn his head to face the thing behind him.
Yeah, not looking great.
Oh, that thing's as big as me.
Yeah.
We should probably turn it to soup.
Yeah, I'm gonna think about that one real hard.
Unbelievable. Okay. That is going to be Tooluuga. Tooluuga, on your turn, I'm actually going to have you make a religion or insight check for me.
Insight? Oh, hell yeah, insight. Hell no, insight. I have a +5 for an 8.
Okay. With an 8, you can just tell that the green energy on this thing, that's necrotic energy. It is like, there's necrotic magic piloting this thing. Okay. And it is the only thing keeping it together.
Does it have souping abilities?
That means I can't soup it, son.
Shit.
I know. This is the first thing I've come across that souping won't solve.
But I will also say, in this moment, you realize that the magic inside of you, the magic that you've been giving to Theo with your belief, and the magic that you kind of draw on for power is light. And if there is some kind of undead presence inside this thing, you can try to push it out. I'm going to need you to take another level of cleric, my friend.
Through the power of Glebnor.
You start muttering to yourself.
I need to believe.
If this tree wasn't here, I would just make it rain pamphlets. But I don't want to upset the tree.
So what does turn undead exactly? It just says it's turned for a minute.
So they'll have to use their action to escape.
Whatever.
Run away. Yeah, whatever is inside this thing will get pushed out.
Or I could do 2d10 plus 2 radiant damage.
Also an option.
How far away from me is it? Because I know I'm further away than...
Yeah, I'll say it came at from the wall. So you guys are kind of scattered around a little bit in this fight, but you'd be about 30 feet away from this guy.
Okay. Now, based from what you told me, I should probably turn undeaded.
Well,
the hints that you've been laying out.
I haven't really been super shy about it, but yes.
So I guess I'll turn the undead.
I like how you're like, I guess I'll do the thing that I want to do with my cool magic. What does your turn undead look like? Because you have to present a holy symbol for your turn undead.
So the only symbol of Theo that I know, and it's left an imprint in my mind, is the gun that he has holstered.
Okay.
So I just have like a crudely draw, like I quickly scribble at like what it looked like, and I just channel light through this image of a gun. Bleebly compels thee.
You look over and you can see that, Tooluuga's just holding up a picture of a gun and just screaming at this monster. Okay.
DC 13 wisdom save.
Okay. Let's see here. So,
hopefully it's not a wise machine. Or I've been led astray, right?
I am so sorry.
Mm-hmm.
That's a nat 20. I'm so sorry.
Cool. I'm just going to turn around and say, not my problem. I'm going to go punch this squirrel.
Yeah. There's still a little white sprites clawing at you, trying to get on top of you.
A 19 hit this fucking...
A 19 does. I am so sorry.
Yeah, that's 7 damage.
I was so close to lying, but the nat 20 is just looking at me so glaringly. I'm so sorry. It's all lit up in green. It's so annoying. Okay, how much damage was that?
It was 7.
Okay, 7.
I'm just there, arms folded, just mad.
Oh, you killed his Myrmal. You see you punch through it. How did you kill it?
I just grab it by its head and just squish the head, just being mad. Fucking gods suck.
You squeeze its head, and that black ichor just pops through your fingers and goes all over the ground. Gross. All right.
That is going to be unbelievably more followers.
I tried.
The final injured Myrmal is going to try to attack Glebnor here. It has advantage because you're blinded.
I'm not blind.
Or not blind. What happened to you? You're slow. Okay. So some advantage. It just will... Gotcha. Okay. It's a nat 1 on the first one.
Yay!
So let's do the second one. That one's going to hit for 6 piercing damage.
So 3, because I'm raged.
Just raging. This thing bites into you, and you kind of harden the spot of goo where it's trying to bite. It's, like, it's the one that broke its tooth earlier. It's like trying to push through. Dope. That is going to be your turn, Glebnor.
I'm going to give it some dental work.
Whoa! He's
Put
taking
my
no
seal
prisoners.
on there. 13?
13 just hits?
It's going to be 5.
Yeah, this is the one that got injured by the giant tree smashing it. So it's all kind of woozy still and fucked up. Go ahead, describe it for me, please.
So how big is this thing?
They're like
little.
tiny. I would say they're probably like maybe a foot tall. If
Okay.
that. Yeah.
So the hammer part of my hammer,
Yeah.
from right where its dumb fucking mouth that bit me was, rockets forward.
Through your body.
Yeah, through its teeth and out the back of its head.
Oh.
And then I suck it back in.
See the tree looks down. Run! He's just trying to pick himself up. Yeah, he's still bleeding quite a bit. So for his turn.
Hold on.
Oh, yeah,
I can
what
only
do you
do
got?
one thing.
Yeah.
Sorry. Carry on.
He is, yeah, it was a pretty effective one action. I'll give you that.
I'm hurt real bad, Pop.
He is going to use his movement. He has 40 feet of swim movement. So you see he like pushes through the mud, like caked in dirt. As dry as it is, he kind of digs down with his big, the big bows of his claws and pushes into like the moisture underneath. He's going to push toward this big machine and try to slam into it. And you see he opens his mouth, and instead of healing oil, he's going to acid spray this Fell Forged and sprays it all over him. Let me see, this guy's going to make a little dexterity saving throw, which he fails with a 3.
Oh, cool.
I'm so sorry. I don't control the dice. Okay. This thing falls prone and is slick with oil. So as he sprayed with this acid, he's also going to take 14 acid damage.
Snap.
And you see the guy looks back and he's just like, we can do it! It's just this big tree slamming into this big mechanical creature. Okay, that was his turn. That is going to bring us to my big Fell Forged. He is going to do a necrotic slam on the tree. It's really good you healed the tree, I'll say that much. That's going to hit. And he does 11 bludgeoning damage and 4 necrotic as he slams his big fist down onto the tree. Gonna hit again, this time for 12 bludgeoning damage and 1 necrotic. He starts smashing into the tree and he's like, maybe we don't have it! He's just trying to push this big machine back. That's gonna be your turn, Theo. Theo, can I actually get an investigation check, if you would?
It's a nice 4.
Okay. There's a lot going on. This went south pretty quick. Go ahead, it's your turn.
Is the Fellforge prone?
It is prone right now.
So any ranged attack is a disadvantage.
Yeah, and you'll notice too, it didn't use its any of its movement to get up. It's like fighting from the ground. It seems like whatever thing is controlling this machinery doesn't have the best control over the body. So it's kind of just punching up at the big baggy neck on top of it.
Gonna just shoot it with the heavy crossbow.
Yeah, go for it.
God, that sucks. It would have been a nat 20, but it is a 24 to hit.
24 hits.
That's 11 piercing damage.
Awesome. Ooh, you can see that you fire a heavy crossbow into this thing's chest and break away part of this dread steel on its armor. Make another investigation check for me with advantage.
That's a nat 20.
You can see, despite all the necrotic energy everywhere, despite how much like chaos there is in the moment, there is a beating clockwork piece you can see glowing inside the chest of this Fellforged.
Gonna make a note of that.
All right. That is okay. So anything with your bonus action or movement or anything like that?
Oh, I'm moving right towards it.
Oh, hell yeah. You go 30 feet, you start running toward this thing. Awesome. That's badass. That is going to be Tooluuga. Tooluuga, make a religion check for me.
You sure?
I'm trying, man. I'm really trying.
That's 10.
On a 10, I'm gonna give you back a charge of channel divinity. Because Theo is so inspired, he's giving you a little bit of energy as he is taking off trying to get this thing.
Can I ascertain if I damage this, will this solve the problem of it?
Yes and no.
Because we remember that Ivy said that we can't directly harm the thing, right?
Again, I'll let you, with a 10, you can tell this isn't even the spirit you want. There's just so much weird necrotic energy here. Something has lashed itself onto this machine, but you don't think it's the dry spirit. The area around here isn't like...
It's not dry enough.
It's not dry enough. It's dry, but it ain't dry enough.
So damp.
Tooluuga's just mad, livid. And he's just trudging through the mud right into this thing's face, in between the tree and him. And I'm gonna channel divinity radiance of dawn. And you just see, holding the image of the gun, it just explode light. I said in the name of Bleeblee, you shall be smitten.
Okay, that is a 12?
That does not beat the... Oh, it's a constitution saving throw.
Yeah, I rolled a 12.
Oh, okay. It's 2d10 plus 2.
Okay, roll that. What was the saving throw on that?
It was a DC 13.
13. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. 17 radiant damage.
So, you walk up. You can see that the thing was already pretty heavily damaged. You can see that at some point, that acid that was on its armor was definitely from the back of your neck from their fight earlier. It's now has like most of its like internal mechanisms are exposed and broken apart. It has all these crossbows sticking in it, and you run up, put this holy thing in its face, and just waves of radiant light hit this thing, and then you see the Fellforge breaks and falls apart, and a wraith flies out of it. The wraith is now going to go on this thing's initiative. You've removed the wraith from its Fellforge body. I'll now be moving the Fellforge sheet away. I can't use the mechanical parts anymore.
Okay.
I just really quick, just for those at home, because it's funny. The reason I was trying to get you to use your other channel divinity on this thing, it specifically has a trait called Expelled Spirit, where if you had gotten the thing out of it with that, it would have fucked me up in a different. It would have been great. I'm so sorry. I wanted to happen so bad. Burning it away is just as cool.
As I see this happen, Bleeblee is not a god of pacifism and scaring. Bleeblee is a god of might and power.
And you see this wraith is just like,
and then I go to punch the wraith.
okay.
I punch this ghost.
Punch this ghost.
I'm assuming a 10 doesn't hit this ghost.
A 10 does not hit the ghost. You punch through the ghost, and it's just like, just this. You can see that it's just this like black, shadowy, ghostly creature that is now. You see like the tail end of its body is still clinging to this Fellforge, and it's just wrapped up around it. It unfortunately does miss, but that is very, very funny. Okay, that is going to bring us. All my little Meyer Malls are dead, so that's going to be Glebnor.
Still slow.
Still slow. Still enraged.
Well, you gotta get in there to get attacked, so you keep your rage.
I know, but can a ghost susceptible to fucking physical attack?
We'll find out.
Pondering, thinking, planning. What will he do?
Where's the wraith?
The wraith is like
in proportion to me.
You had like I would say it's about 30 feet from you, because you were kind of fighting before this thing had kind of charged off toward it.
Can't even get to it.
You're just like slow motion gliding toward like this chaotic like kaiju fight. Basically, this giant tree is fighting a big mech.
Yeah, as I slowly glide along. I have nothing to do. Where's the fucking big robot?
The robot is like no longer moving.
I know. Where is it? Is it right underneath the wraith?
It's underneath the wraith. Yep.
God damn it.
You're gonna try.
I'm gonna get as close as I can, I guess.
You can dash as your action. I'll get you up to it. You'll have nothing. You'll just be next to it. So you'll.
Oh, great.
Be
I'll be in fucking ghosting range. Awesome.
You could
Why don't you sluice
throw
over here,
something.
my man?
All right, I'm going to throw a fucking dagger at this piece of shit.
Go for it.
You piece of shit! Nat 1!
He's adopting my accent.
Your dagger just whizzes through this ghost. It looks totally unfazed.
I missed, Daddy.
But
Sorry.
I'm proud.
I will actually say, Glebnor, you are so mad right now. If you would like to take another level of barbarian in this moment,
I would love that!
I will let you recklessly attack.
Because I have to do all the stuff. How does reckless work again?
You get to just roll again with advantage.
Does an 18?
An 18 hits.
I hurled. I have the shape of a man.
That's my son. He's all grown
I'm
up.
red, and I just like pull my arms back, and a dagger bursts forth through my chest,
Unbelievable.
like a little xenomorph.
This dagger flies into the wraith. Go ahead, roll damage for me. You will get sneak attack because I believe.
I'm right next to
I'm
Daddy.
right.
Yeah, you guys are right next to each other.
So that's
Tooluuga's right
I,
next to the
I
creature.
ran up.
Yeah, you're right next to the guy. So.
6.
All right, respectable. You can see that you like really huck the dagger, so it's like weirdly sticking into the side of like a floaty ghost as it's kind of writhing around above this destroyed Titan here. Not Titan, but it's a big guy. It's a bulky guy.
big
Yeah,
boy.
it's a big boy. All right, unbelievable. Glebnor, always a classic. It's now going to be my tree. The tree. What's my tree going to do? I guess he'll just try to punch the ghost as well. So we're punching this thing, right?
Yes.
Okay. I can't tell if this tree's old voice is sounding up. Totally misses. Totally misses. What do you guys? How do we? He's just punching.
figure it
through
out as
the
we go.
ghost. Okay. Unbelievable. All right. So Theo, as you've like run towards this thing to get to that like beating clockwork heart inside, so you use your movement last turn to basically get right up to it. The ghost sees you coming at it and is going to go down and try to hit you with a life drain attack.
Fun.
Oh yeah, it's gonna hit. Does a 24 to hit?
No, it doesn't hit.
Yes, try again.
You are going to take 21 necrotic damage.
Well, I am down.
You can see that as Theo jumps up and grabs onto this clockwork heart, the wraith like moves down over him like a shadow cast, and you see all this life energy being pulled out of Theo. Theo, you fall unconscious. And
My boy Bleebly.
citizens, now your turn. I'm gonna need our first death saving throw of the campaign.
Yep. That's a 7.
That's one fail. Okay, bring that around. That's Tooluuga.
Daddy!
How far is...
Our God!
Don't worry. Do I know what a phoenix is?
Sure.
Like a
make you roll.
phoenix bursting from its ashes, Bleebly will rise again. And how far
he
is he
already-
away from me?
Like
First
10 feet.
From
I-
Glekilak?
Watch this, son. I grab Theo's body by like the collar, and I cure wounds.
Unbelievable. Yeah, roll some hit die. Yeah, you get behind because you can see Theo passed out holding the center of this beating clockwork
You got
piece.
5 health.
And you get
Bleebly.
behind him and put some health back. Theo, you come awake and you're still holding onto this thing in the middle.
Bleebly,
Awesome.
I think you got to get rid of that ghost first before you start grabbing things.
Well, I didn't think it was going to come down here.
Well, I'm going to try punching it now.
Yeah, the ghost is right above you.
22
22 hits.
to punch this ghost.
Punch this ghost.
Oh, you can.
for 7 damage.
Unbelievable. All right. That is going to bring us back to Glebnor. You're raging.
I'm gonna.
You're big mad.
I'm big mad. I'm gonna use my 20 feet of movement to get closer and huck another dagger.
Awesome. I think with 20 feet you can get to it.
I'm gonna smash it with my slime hammer.
Okay, perfect.
Are you going to attack recklessly?
Oh, I'm reckless, baby.
Yeah, you can see that this creature now it's just a wraith with like
Nat 20.
Oh shit! Okay, Glebnor.
That's my son! Everyone look, that's my son!
How we get on the damage?
That's 10. Wait,
Uh,
but I'm sneaky.
And did you add the 2 for raging? Get an extra bonus 2 when you're raging.
Ooh.
That's 12.
12.
And then you go ahead and roll your sneak attack dice, because Theo and Tooluuga are right next to this thing.
4.
Okay.
Die,
Does
you
sneak
ghost.
attack get crit or no?
You crit. Yeah, sneak attack dice double. So go ahead and roll your sneak attack dice again.
An additional 3 for 7 sneak attack.
Okay, so I think that has total 19 damage.
Yeah. Die, you ghost bastard.
Okay.
That's my son.
This is still up, but you see that this thing is like hovering over all of you. Glebnor, even as slow as he is moving, pulls the hammer out of his body. This thing is so focused on trying to drain all this life out of you, Theo, that it unfortunately gets smashed right in its big ghost head. And then hold on, I gotta check one thing real quick. Okay, cool. Theo, I'm gonna need you real quick. I'm sorry, this was supposed to happen in the life drain. I need a DC 14 con save. Even though I know you got dropped to 0, but this is unfortunately an effect of this thing as well.
16.
Yeah, you passed it. Never mind. Unnecessary bookkeeping for later.
What?
Okay, cool. That is going to be the tree. The tree looks down at you, Theo, and is like, "Would you like my healing oil?"
Not one bit.
Wish you had asked me.
My bad. The big tree is going to make a slam attack here. That's gonna miss too. I'm sorry. He's just punching through this like specter. How are you guys doing that? As he sees you
Just
guys.
hit it harder.
I don't know how. He's just swinging the big root fists he has. Sorry, this tree was supposed to be way more helpful to you guys, but it's unfortunately.
He's literally killed one imp and slowed me.
Yeah.
Well,
He's
puked
neutral,
acid
man.
on the- Puked acid on the robot.
Okay. He
Oh,
is going
you did do
to
that.
try to life drain Tooluuga now.
What? Wait, no. Wait.
There's a 13 hit.
No, you freak.
Okay, that is the Wraith's turn. That is going to bring it to Theo. Yeah, you're holding this piece in your hand. If you'd like, I'll let you make a bonus action and try to yank it out.
No, I'm gonna bonus action second wind.
I could see you weighing the option.
I'll get it later. I need to take a minute to catch my breath.
I got another 5, so sick. I get 10 health.
Okay, perfect. You take a really big, deep breath. You look up and you can see that Glebnor with his big hammer is just smashing this ghost. This thing is like writhing around fighting. What'd you like to do?
I'm going to switch the heavy crossbow out and try and stab it with a rapier.
Tight.
19.
Okay, 19 hits.
9 damage.
Theo, please describe to me how you kill this wraith.
Theo just, after getting brought back up by Tooluuga, just looks around and he's just like, "This sucks." Takes a big breath and just leaps up and stabs the wraith like right in like the chest area.
Yeah, you go for center mass, and you see your blade goes through this thing. You can see the wraith was already kind of covered in some of the acid as well from this tree. But as it rides up, you can see that as you stab through it, it just dissipates into shadow and necrotic energy. And I'm going to have you make an Arcana check for me, if you would. Everybody can make one.
We did it.
13.
18.
0. It's dead. The power of Bleeblee has dispersed this abomination.
You notice it first, Glebnor, that as the spirit fades away and Theo's standing next to this big, broken up, like Dreadforge monstrosity, the beating center clockwork heart inside this thing just gets pulled out of it on its own volition. Theo, you turn around and you feel this strange magic overcome you. You take the gun out of the holster and you feel this beating clockwork heart move towards you. What would you like to do?
I'm going to try and figure out how to put this thing in the gun.
Give me a sleight of hand check. That's
a 10.
Okay. I mean, it's floating right at you, so that'll do. tell me what it looks like as this piece connects into your gun, creating your first gun, and how you level up into gunslinger right now.
So I feel like the gun looks like, you know, a 6-cylinder pistol and everything. When you slot in the dredge forge heart, it goes closer to like the barrel of the gun, kind of like slotting in and lighting up the like the chamber.
Perfect.
Where the guns will be. Bullets will be in the gun.
You can see as you're holding it, this piece slots perfectly into your father's design. And the chamber of the gun lights up, and you see it fill with these bullets of pure magic energy. And you see that on the side of the gun, there's the top of this gun, like the piece of the barrel. The first piece you had was something left over by your father. And you see now with this, as the gun lights up with this arcane bit of magic, there is a clear runic script written across your first pistol here. What languages do you speak?
Draconic and Common.
Perfect. In Draconic, you can see lit up. Rich, what is the name of your first gun?
The name of the first gun is Judge's Sentence.
And as you hold the judge's sentence and become a gunslinger, we will end today's episode of Dicey Situations. I will catch you all next time. Keep it dicey!
Howdy, Glebnor here, and I just want to say thanks for listening to Dicey Situations. If you liked what you heard, make sure you come back on Friday to listen to our talkback called Situational Awareness, where we break down the episode and you get to know us, the players, a little bit better. And as always, make sure you rate, review, subscribe, and word of mouth actually helps a lot. So if you could tell all your friends, that would be great. Thanks again. Keep it dicey!
This has been a Business Shark production.